is going on? Thank you guys for tuning in. The secret sauce for today is you cannot have a $1 million dream on a minimum wage work ethic. Get to fucking work. On the docket today, will the outcome of the debate tonight absolutely send crypto? A win for Trump might do just that. Phantom, ticker sign FTM, they have an anticipated rebranding. They will be known as Sonic Labs very soon. Will that send the price north? We sure hope so. How long does it take the market to recover from extreme fear? 1945, the first documented use of the bug. We are going to uncover what that means. An iOS 18.1 update enables NFC functionality for developers. And if you have been following my Substack for a long time, you know that I am an NFC nerd, so I think this is brilliant. We are going to dive into it. Shiba Inu marketing lean criticizes all other meme tokens. We have a quick take on Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and XRP performance. DeSci is the emerging game winner over Web3 gaming. Uniswap bull case price predictions for 2024 through 2030 are in my Substack. We're going to look at some of them. And Bitrue is launching a campaign for Hamster Combat Token. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Tuesday, September 10th, and it is time for some rare bits. Today, the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. We are up 7 degrees. We are back in the fear zone, coming in at a 33. Bitcoin dominance is 55.72. It is basically up 0.09% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum dominance is 14.22. It is down 0.05 in the last 24 hours. And once in a while, I like to throw out what the dominance numbers are just so we can see that metric move as meme coin season takes off and the bull market commences. Total crypto market cap has increased 2.75% in the last 24 hours, and the volume over the last 24 hours is up 33%. We will take it. Top crypto search term for the normies is ticker sign SUI. The SUI token, it is up 12% on the 7-day. We have 58 days until the presidential election, and the first debate is this evening. Bitcoin addresses with non-zero balances have now surpassed 50 million in 2024. This indicates growing adoption. However, the Bitcoin SORP, which is known as the spent output profit ratio, it's dipped below 1.0. And this is mirroring a kind of bearish signal. So these two are in contrast of one another. Who will win as we move forward? Bitcoin ETFs marked their first positive inflow in 2 weeks, and the SEC has had their toughest year on crypto. What kind of tough year? Well, they imposed a record $4.68 billion in fines as a cash cow. Coinbase's market shares have dipped as smaller exchanges gain ground. This is something we need to keep our eyes on. And DPIN, which was touted as being one of the game changers moving forward, those tokens have fallen about 30% over the last 6 months. Will they be coming back around? It has a $20 billion market cap at the moment, and an entirely AI-populated civilization in Minecraft have developed a priest-led cult, showing some really interesting and strange developments in artificial intelligence. The emergence of a priest-led cult in an AI-populated Minecraft civilization is a testament to the complexity and adaptability of AI systems. It suggests that even in a simulated environment, AI can develop social structures, beliefs, and hierarchies that are strikingly similar to the human society. Before we get into more news, let's check the numbers for the nerds and see what we are coming in at. And as you can see, the crypto heat map looks kind of nice at the moment. What are we talking about? Bitcoin is trading at $57,560. We're going to look at some technicals in a minute. It is, you know what? We are flat on the hour, day, and week. On the month, we are only down 4.6%. We have regained some ground. Is this a false bounce? Ethereum trading at 2,381. BNB token at 520. I think this is going to reclimb to 600 in short order. Solana trading at 136. XRP trading at 54 cents. Dogecoin back at 10 cents. Do we see parabolic movement coming for Dogecoin? Toncoin trading at $5.48. Prior to Pavel's arrest, I said we would not see Toncoin below 550 again. We are in that sweet spot. Are you buying? Please let me know in the comments. Moving on to some technicals. So this is interesting. This is a graph that I drew. I drew this, let's see, on September 4th. And basically on the 4th, I just drew in these impact zones that to me, in my technical analysis, are extremely important. And so we have hit this impact zone. We dropped below the $54,000. We bumped around in this zone. We have climbed out of this zone now. We are currently trading at $57,529. I have some fear because we stayed below this line for a prolonged period of time. Unless we have an instigator, something that absolutely pumped the market, I think we are going to land back in this impact zone down at 48,800. That is an absolutely crucial zone. So watching where this goes, I like that I drew this 6 days ago, and we are in this zone. I think we are going to possibly tap up here one more time before dropping back down. If we do drop it down, I think we are headed for the 48,800 impact zone. So things to watch. My coins that have been moving, let's see what is rebounded in the week. We have Sui up 13% on the week. Avalanche, 13% on the week. Mogcoin up 13% on the week. Brett, 12%. Helium, Toncoin, everybody doing about 10 or 12%. So people, this has been a good week where we are regaining some much needed ground. The fact that we have not lost tremendously lets me know that there is strength in these coins. I still am an absolute fan of every single coin on this list. You can zoom in, you can pause it, you can do whatever you need to do, but it is a good list moving forward. Liquidation levels in Solana. We had about $9.8 million in liquidations. That's pretty much flat over the last 24 hours. Nothing we want to scratch the surface on. DEX volume, we did about $4.237 billion in the last 24 hours. That is a weekly change. We're up almost 0.1%. And the DEX versus SEX volume, so decentralized exchanges versus centralized exchanges, is up 17%. So people are moving more into the decentralized custody, do it yourself without people like Coinbase or Binance. So it is an interesting trend that I watch all of the time. Top 20 coin searches in the last 24 hours. Optimism, IONET, Sui, Manta Network, and ZK Sync. These things should be on your list for different reasons. Top 20 most visited coins in the last 7 days. We're only going to go through the top 5. IONET, Sui, ZK Sync, Toncoin, and Starknet. So again, Starknet, that is Elon Musk's company. It is his only publicly held company. Toncoin is involved with the Telegram ecosystem. ZK Sync is an absolutely awesome protocol that has been kicking up dust. Sui Network is not going away. IONET is another brilliant platform. These are long-term things that should put their root system into the ground and grow. These things are not going anywhere, in my opinion. When we look at top meme coin tokens by market capitalization, everybody is up to date. It's the kind of thing we like to see. Brett, Doge, Bohm, Dogs, Bonk, Popcat, Pepe, Whiff. Everybody is up at least 4.8%. Polymarket. This is going to get absolutely interesting, and it all starts tonight with debate number 1. So if you are a meme coin maniac, people are going to be sitting and tickers are going to be flying off of the shelf. Every single word spoken by either Trump or Harris will become a ticker, especially if there is a picture that they can readily find and make it a meme coin. So this is like, if you are into the meme coins, people are going to have an absolute blast this evening. It's going to be really fun to see. If you are unfamiliar with this, go to pump.fun around the time that the debate starts. And even if you are not participating, this is something that is absolutely hysterical to watch. You can watch the commentary for what is being said on the screen, and you can watch tokens pop up as they're saying these phrases. I don't know how they do it so quick. It is amazing. But the thing is, some of these tokens will run. What does run mean? It means 1,000x in 2 hours. It means a 4,000x in 6 hours if it goes right. Like, we are talking about just a shit show of opportunity and destruction all at the same time. Because with some of the coins that do make it, there are going to be hundreds that are going to crash and burn so fast. So just as I'm excited to watch and participate in this, there are the evil people that are also waiting for people like you and me to start playing this game. And their only goal is to take money from you as quick as they can. So the object is to figure out the needle in the haystack, and it is going to be fucking hilarious. Next up, will the federal interest rate be cut in September 2024? 50 basis points will send the crypto market in a terrible direction. We do not want to see that. Number of debates that we will have between Trump and Kamala Harris prior to the election. Who is betting on that? We are going to keep moving forward. The top moving tokens that I put out in my Substack, I do this super early every morning. We had RPL, which is Rocket Pool, Nero on Ethereum, just absolutely ripped. Sundog, ApeCoin, Constitutional DAO, the ticker sign People. These things are moving again. ApeCoin, that was a coin that I actually sold at, I think, $24. That was one of my better plays in crypto, actually. So to see it trading at 85 cents, yeah, and it's up 16%, that's great. That's great. Biggest losers in the last 24 hours: Terra Classic, Helium, Curve DAO, Maker, and Chainlink. Next up on the hit list, I look at the percentage between who is polymarket betting to be on the White House come January 6th. We have 56 days until the election. This morning, Trump was favored by 52%. Kamala was coming in at 46%. The price of Bitcoin this morning was $57,180. That was an increase of 3.6% over the previous 24 hours. And what's interesting, nobody has talked really about what this spike in the Bitcoin was. And one of the things that happened that I find very interesting, Michael Saylor went on wax saying that Bitcoin was going to be priced at about $13 million. And right around that time is when people were like, holy shit, this is awesome. I got to get in on this. So is that what happened? Only time will tell. Some news that caught my eye this morning. We know that Kamala Harris and President Trump will be debating this evening. We lost the actor James Earl Jones. He was famous for the Darth Vader role, as well as many other films. Huawei has unveiled a triple folding smartphone, and it is bananas, especially if you're a fucking trader, right? Like, the iPhone's great, but this triple fold, like, it is a trading gem. So it is something that I am absolutely looking at it. The new iPhone models aim to enhance user experience, while Huawei's innovation challenges Apple's dominance in the market. And this phone is fucking cool. So the triple fold, and just the fact that these screens are folding, I think is absolutely brilliant. How do they do it? Okay, so we're gonna get into some news that caught my eye. So on this day in 1945, it's a bug. It was born. Now, the phrase, it's a bug, has been used for things that did not work properly many times. But in 1945, the operators of the Harvard Mark II computer discovered a moth was causing a malfunction, and the incident marked the first official use of the term bug. What's interesting about it is, as they remedied the situation, they took the actual moth and taped it to the actual notes for the report for the evening. And that was the first time anybody had ever used the phrase debug. That is where we get debugging the system from. So I think stuff like that is absolutely awesome, and it makes me smile. Next up, Apple. Okay, so I have always looked at NFC chips as the NFT killer. NFC chips offer so much functionality. It's great if we can attach it to a digital picture as well, but so many of these collections were used as a membership pass, especially if people don't rock them as their identity. It's something that sits in their wallet. It lets them gain access to a community. And the fact that Apple is now opening up the NFC capabilities in the iPhone to the developer community, to me, is brilliant. One, I think we are going to see the mixture of NFTs and NFC technology in the very short term. You need to keep in mind that these NFCs enable, the functionality is immense. Think of what G Money does it with his line of clothing where he has NFC chips in the clothing. So these digital keys, these IDs, you can do payments, transit, membership, identity, it's ticketing. It's the NFC world is the world. It's when we attach NFTs to the NFCs and bring the NFTs back in a way that makes real sense. I think we got close, but I think the combination of NFTs with NFC technology is the matrimony that needs to happen to move the space forward. And that is just my take on this. Next up, we have Fetch.ai, this platform. Again, I commented on a bit in my Substack and on the podcast. In a sense, I think we've forgotten about the AI track, and meme coins, gaming, a bunch of things kind of take the place of the AI technology, especially when NVIDIA went down and is dealing with some legal issues. Long story short, AI is never going away. To discount it as a future play is ridiculous. When I think of some of these tokens that are cranking, right? This morning I looked at some analytics just to see who is bucking the social media, who is bucking the trends and reaching out on all of the vibrations that need to reach out for things to do well. Fetch AI, they have made 8.2 thousand posts. That has granted them 915,000 interactions. Next up, we have Floki. They've done about 7,000 posts. They've reached 1 million interactions. ICP, 5.7 thousand posts, 1.2 million interactions. ApeCoin, 5.3 thousand posts, reaching 1.7 million interactions. Shiba Inu's marketing lead, she is on an absolute tear. She is ripping a hole in everybody's shorts. If you are from another meme coin and you have decided to compare yourself to Shiba Inu, Lucy is coming after you. She is the marketing lead. She is defending Shiba Inu. At the same time, Shiba Inu is not showing great signs. Shiba Inu, a meme from 2 cycles ago. These cycles, whether they're bull or bear market cycles, these cycles are 4 and 5 months. There's no bear or bull involved with it. It's a mind shift in space. People have an attention span of about 4 and 5 months before we need to get on to the next thing. Why? Because we have no new market participants. What will change that? Bitcoin going over $70,000. Has that happened? No. I think we have more downside for Bitcoin coming. 9/24/24 is when things go parabolic. Shiba Inu's been struggling with minimal price movement, volume uncertain recovery. I don't know. There's all kinds of shit going on. Dogecoin trading at 10 cents, showing recovery signs, approaching a significant psychological level. If we get past that, it could go parabolic again. XRP, it has recently recovered from a drop below 50 cents. Now it's around 53, 54. It has good potential. Now, one of the things that I have been really interested in, Uniswap, I think I was just looking at Uniswap, and to me, I think this is a no-brainer play for a long-term hold. Just pack your bags with some Uniswap token. It is, I don't know. I love it. I like it. I like what they're into. So think about these things as, is this the last chance to get into some of these things? I think when October starts, if you're not in the market, you're going to get left behind on many accounts, in my opinion. What is also interesting, I did some research this morning on something that it's popped up in the past and it continues to pop up, and it's decentralized science. It was one of the things that initially, aside from art, drew me to the blockchain just because of its open source ideology and long-term ability to get grants and money to doctors and researchers in a timely fashion. To me, decentralized is the only way to do it. And there's some stipulations to make it happen super fast and effective. I think decentralized science could be the game changer that we were hoping gaming was. So in previous times, I think gaming has been a driver of technology because it's marketable. Everybody can get attached to it, and it drives the need for better computers, better monitors, better systems. And because of that, compute power becomes cheaper for everybody. I think gaming drove a lot of that up until now. I think moving forward, science and decentralized science and the video representation of operations, of very traumatic surgery, of dealing with things on a video realm instead of a physical realm to understand how to do it. Now you mix in the use of artificial intelligence and robots. And if as a human you can become gifted at operating in a digital realm, you might have the opportunity to, just like drone pilots are flying in another part of the hemisphere, you could, as a doctor, save lives in another part of the hemisphere. So decentralized science has a bunch of implications. Think how good video quality needs to be. Think how good processing speed needs to be. These are magical things. Think how informative the VR or AR experience would need to be for medical professions to absolutely thrive in that environment. That to me is something worth investing shitloads of money in. Gaming should be the beneficiary of that. I think gaming drove so many things, and many other people were the beneficiary of gaming drive. I think that is going to change to a medical drive. I have been on a high horse about that. I will just stop. It's really interesting. And okay, one more thing about the decentralized science, which I think is interesting. And one of the first stories that I covered when I started kind of reporting in the crypto space was decentralized science. The idea is if you are a medical professional and you are looking for funding for research, one, the grants and the red tape is absolutely overwhelming, and it stops forward momentum in its tracks because it takes sometimes years to get these grants. We are losing precious time that we do not have. Throw in decentralized science. What does that mean? It means that we're going to create a fund and give you money immediately. But there are some catches to it. What are the catches? Well, your research becomes public knowledge. It can no longer be owned by corporations, individuals. It becomes part of the human experience for everybody to get better immediately. So we will give you money immediately. Your research gets published immediately. It's open sourced. And there is no longer a gap in waiting for funding. There are so many opportunities for decentralized finance and innovations to get involved in our ecosystem when we are dealing with innovators. We need to tap into that absolutely. Last story on my docket today is Bitrue. They are launching a campaign for the Hamster Combat Token, ticker sign HMSTR, the token launch pools offering. This is what's interesting. So if you have bags and you want to create staking or liquidity pools for this token to launch, they are not only going to offer you incentives in the Hamster token, but you will be entered into raffles to win prizes like $10,000 USDT. So not only can you make money, earn tokens, you have a chance to win 10 grand. So it seems pretty smart to me. All of this, the TGE or the token generation event is set for September 26th, 2024. There will be more information in my Substack in the following days. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you are still craving crypto clarity, please subscribe to my Substack. And warning, rare bits may cause hodling.